What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video, and today we are talking about Boruto. Now, I'll be the first one to say that when I first thought of the idea of Boruto, I was hyped. I was excited. I felt like I really wanted Naruto to continue. I didn't like the way the story wrapped up with Kagura. You know, just a typical Naruto fan. And then when I started actually watching it, I really liked it because, you know, the movie started everything off. The movie was great. They went to the series. The series redid the movie. It was kind of strange, but they actually they exceeded my expectations for the show by doing it in the movie version. I like the movie version a little bit less than I like the show version, to be honest. Then the show just kind of went downhill, at least in my opinion. I feel like we just got wrapped up into the filler. I think the thing for me that separates all the big three is that they each have their own glaring weaknesses. Like Bleach and his inconsistency. Bleach didn't even really get to finish his show. You know, so obviously they got the new show now, and it's on fire right now. The 1,000-Year Blood War arc that's on fire right now. It's going crazy, but originally they didn't get to finish, and it is what it is. But One Piece has glaring pacing issues. One Piece fights can feel like they take forever. Reading the manga is actually a way better way to experience the anime. I mean, kind of not now, because the animation has really been kicking up a notch, and I heard this will be doing a One Piece like reboot or like a newer anime for it, so it'll probably cut down on all the pacing and budgeting issues that the original had. Naruto has always been filler death, and I feel like filler death is kind of an easier thing to deal with than like something like Bleach, who also had filler death because they had a lot of fillers in their shows. But it's also it's also easier to handle filler in Naruto than it is pacing in One Piece, because when people see One Piece and they see 1,000 episodes, they look at the anime and fights seem to drag on for about 10-20 episodes. They don't like that. At least in Naruto, the fillers can be skipped. They're actually supposed to be skipped. They're not canon to the material. They're just there to waste your time. Everybody had their wasting time mechanic back in the day. Every anime did it. It's not that important. What is important is how Naruto is being handled now. Now, obviously, Boruto is a different anime, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a continuation of Naruto, the franchise we all love. And hopping back on track here, Boruto came in. It did great on the first season, and it just fell out of pieces because they just continued to give it filler after filler after filler. And also, it gave it anime canon, which was kind of new to me. I think I didn't really ever hear about anime canon until I seen Boruto. So apparently anime canon is basically where the episode it counts towards the canon material, but the manga doesn't have it. Like, the manga doesn't have it, but it's supposed to be canon because it's supposed to show you a little bit more of the world. It's hard to explain. It's basically canon. It's canon to the story, but the manga just didn't have it in there. It's an anime original, if I dare say so myself. Now, I don't want to spoil anything that's going on in the Boruto manga right now, but the Boruto manga has always been jumping, bro. Like, the Boruto manga has always been like a fan favorite manga of mine to read. It doesn't really come out. I think it comes out like monthly, so it takes forever for new pages and new scans to come out, but when they do come out, it's greatness. I really hate the way they did the Boruto anime because they cut it up so much and they added so much filler, so much anime canon that it's like really you have to skip like 70 episodes to even get to something that is worthwhile watching. And even the stuff that we see now, you know, like Boruto has to take a long hiatus because even just the stuff that we see now, it's in Boruto Shippuden at this point. You know, obviously the anime started off with that one scene where you see Kawaki versus Boruto, and you kind of knew what was going to happen. And then they kind of flipped it on the head because Naruto ended up adopting Kawaki, you know, and they end up becoming a family. And then reading the manga, you get to see how that all just turned to, you know. Even still, I think the manga right now is doing a great job at showcasing Boruto's power. It's making him being a lovable character again. I mean, I want to say again because people really hate his character in the Boruto anime. And it makes sense. But it makes sense on both sides. I understand why people hate his character because they see what Naruto went through. They see Naruto's growth. They see everything Naruto has just strived his whole life for. They've seen everything that Naruto has built up from the ground up, having really nobody on his side and gaining the trust of the whole entire village. Only for Boruto to get mad at him because he's the most important figure in the Hidden Leaf. But granted, if you see both sides of the argument, Boruto's a kid. You know, we may want him to be as mature as Naruto was, but in reality, he can't be. He grew up rich. He grew up spoiled. You know, and I'm pretty sure the cliche way of Naruto wanting to give Boruto everything he didn't have. Now, the reason why I say it's time to get interested in Boruto again is because even though I don't know specifically when the anime is supposed to be coming back, the anime did leave off with some very important notes. You got the Boruto and Kawaki fight. It just left off at a really good part. It left off basically letting you know that when the anime does come back, it's gonna make his return like Shippuden did. And honestly, the way that they've built up the story is not bad. I don't think it's a bad way to build up the story. I think that, excuse me for butchering the name, but the Onitsuki is what I'm gonna say for the White Clan. Basically, we know they have stronger people. They've already hinted that somebody may have already been to this world and achieved godhood. There actually might be a person that's like God for the Onitsuki, because this person has mastered all these different types of powers and stuff. Like, I don't really want to get into it, but the whole android saga that Naruto's going through right now, which is kind of crazy, because obviously one of the best animes of all time, Dragon Ball Z, they have their very famous android saga, and now Naruto's doing it. So, and granted, I think One Piece has already done it before, but this is interesting to see, and it's pretty much stated that some of the powers come from a very powerful Onitsuki that lived before. And I don't want to really get into him. I want to make my own video on him specifically, but there's hints and stuff that's been thrown out to actually increase the lore. They're basically building up a character like Madara, and I feel like Naruto messed this one up so bad that I feel like it's going to be hard to be redeemed. But basically, the reason why Boruto is so popping now is because you have Boruto like at full strength, basically become the shadow of the leaf. He has a whole different role. He's more like Sasuke. It's more like if we would follow Sasuke as the main character. Everybody's turning their backs on him for reasons I won't say in the video, but he's now become an enemy of the leaf. And in doing so, he has to become so strong that pretty much nobody can mess with him. And that's not really hard in the Naruto verse. Like, Naruto and Sasuke was the strongest, and they pretty much got wiped away by Jigen. Only for Naruto to go suicidal mode and finish Jigen off with kamikaze QB Fox mode. I don't know, but I do think now is the time to tune into the manga, because everything is happening. We even have a new set of villains. The villains that we had before in Boruto that we thought was going to be the main villains, these guys aren't even the main villains. These guys are kind of like here. You know, Kawaki's still there. He's still the Vegeta. Except for now, he's like the Vegeta with the love of Goku. And you still got Code, who's just getting abused. And granted, Code was supposed to be stronger than Jigen, who easily bested Naruto and Sasuke. So keep that in mind. Boruto right now has ascended way past his mentors. Like I said, this is not a spoiler video. If you want to talk about the actual manga chapters, I think I'm gonna end up planning to do like manga reviews one by one. I started doing like an anime review thing, and start reviewing episodes. But I think I'm gonna start reviewing like big chapters.
There are no videos available.
So definitely make sure you check it out. Catch up to the Boruto manga if you haven't already. Catch up to the anime. If you have to skip the fillers, then so be it. It is what it is. It's not going to hurt you. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.